KZ Guy 2 here, No Nonsense Know How. Today I'm going to give you some quick instructions, just a rundown version on how to put an alternator in this 2014 Mini Countryman with a 1.6 liter. I haven't done one of these before, and typically you're going to take the front end and put it into the service mode, but I'm going to attempt to do this from the bottom by removing the AC compressor because it doesn't seem too hard to do it that way. This job calls for a book time of 4.2 hours. I'll let you know how long it takes me. And if you find this helps you out, consider tossing me a subscribe and giving the video a thumbs up. So I started by draining the Freon out of the AC system. If you don't have an AC machine, this route might not be for you. Then go ahead and disconnect your negative terminal, 10mm nut on there. Pop your passenger side headlight out. That's held on by 4 10mm bolts, holding that on. One connection right here. And then to get to this 30mm hex on your belt tensioner, I found it necessary to loosen this 18mm nut up top on your motor mount. I used this flat Lyle wrench to get that nice and close so I didn't have to move the tube or anything. Then take a jack with a block of wood on top, jack it up a little bit on the oil pan. That gives you enough room to get in here with a 30mm socket. Then you turn it clockwise until you can push this little pin in here and lock out that tensioner. I was able to loosen both of my 10mm nuts on the AC lines from up top using this long extension with a swivel and a 10mm deep on there. Now get your low side pressure hose out of the way. Mine's just held on with a zip tie. I don't know what the factory connection is there. And using an E10 inverted torque socket like this one, get your 2 top bolts off. I'll try and put a link in there if you don't have a set of those, mostly for German cars. Here's a look at your 2 top bolts. You can see they go through the tensioner. It's a pretty close fit in between this intake charge tube and that socket that I just dropped. So I ended up using a 13mm with this handy piece that kind of gives you tighter clearance. Slips on the socket there. Comes in handy if you can't get a ratchet in there. Of course, I had to loosen up this intake tube anyway to get that top bolt out. This one, yeah, that was in the way there. To loosen up that charge tube, you got a T30 Torx right here and a T25 Torx right here. I don't know why they were 2 different sizes, but that's how that was. Now remove that 13mm nut on your battery cable and come under here on this clip here. Take your finger and pop that up. You just basically get your finger right under this little thing right here and pull up on that. There's one more look at that thing. Get your finger behind this thing, pops right off. And then pop both those AC lines off and plug the holes up with a rubber plug or lint-free paper towel, whatever, so you don't get dirt in there. Now coming underneath the vehicle, remove these 3 number 3 Phillips and this plastic cover. Go ahead and grab this connection. You pull behind here, pop that off. And then you got 1, 2, 3 bolts holding your AC compressor on. And with those off, your AC compressor just drops right out of there. And you got 1 E10 down here on the lower of the alternator. Get your AC lines out of the way. Check the condition of the O-rings. Replace those if you need to. And I don't know if you have to, but I'm going to remove this AC bracket too. 3 13mm on there. And then this alternator will just drop right out of here. So you tuck that upper AC hose up a little bit and then you slide it back. And then this whole guy just slides right out of there, no problem. Now before you go slapping this thing back together, make sure to compare your 2 alternators side by side. Verify the connections are the same, in the same place. You spin the pulley, nice and true, no noises, no grinding. Check them all out because you don't want to have to pop that thing back out of there. When you're putting this alternator in place, make sure it slips over these steel dowel pins nice and smoothly on the top and bottom before you go tightening bolts down. Make sure to put some AC lubricant oil on these O-rings. The AC bracket has one of those locating dowels too. I just noticed it looks like a bolt is missing from right here too on this alternator wire, so make sure to put one in there if it is missing. Alrighty, got it all back together in less than 30 minutes. That wasn't bad at all. Keep in mind I was using air tools. And, you know, if you're working in the driveway, you might be better off doing it from the top, but if you're working on a lift, I definitely found this the easiest way. One thing I failed to mention was it's definitely an ideal time to replace your serpentine belt, and also inspect all those pulleys, make sure there's no pebbles or anything wedged in there or any play in any of the bearings. So I hope you found the video helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Definitely appreciate that, and consider throwing me a subscribe, helping out the channel a little bit. And I thank you very much for watching the video. This is KZ Guy 2, No Nonsense Know How. You enjoy your day.